Hey. Oh, no, bro.
One more time, bro.
Do it, man. Come on. You gotta be flexible, man.
I am flexible, bro.
Get the fuck!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Long time no see. Before I get started with today's little story time, I just want to kind of break down a little recap of what I've been doing these past 2 weeks, I want to say. So to start off, I failed my bench PR. I attempted a 275 bench at 163 body weight. Could not get it up. Failed it twice. Failed it when I was at my peak bulk, and then I failed it at my strongest. And then I failed it again a couple months later at my current weight. But it's all good. Still progressing, especially right now. So, and then ever since, I've just been, let's see, what did I do? I had one of my homies from back home visit me here at my university. We did a little bench competition, who can rep out 225 more. I actually did very poorly in that little comp. It wasn't even a competition. I already knew it was not going to be a competition at all, because there's a significant weight difference between us, two completely different builds. But I just thought it'd be a little funny idea to do.
Stretch your glutes, big boy.
Holy shit. Up. Bro.
Are you doing this one too?
I'll try it. I don't think I can. Damn. Holy shit.
The following day, we had the Apple Cup here at WSU, and unfortunately, we lost pretty badly, especially in the fourth quarter. It was a very good game up until then, and our motto out here is win or lose, Cougs will booze. And we indeed did booze that night.
He said she needs to slow down.
These
The baddest thing around town. She's moving like a girl you never seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. The way that booty moving, I can't take no more. I just stop what I'm doing so I can pull. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn girl, damn, you's a sexy bitch, a sexy bitch. Damn, you's a sexy bitch. Damn
And after a pretty eventful weekend, I got really busy with school. School's been kind of kicking my ass recently, and that's probably why it's just been killing my motivation. I actually haven't really been feeling like filming in the gym that much anymore. That's slowly changing though. I have a couple video ideas coming up, so stay tuned. I just came back from a California trip, but I posted a little TikTok and YouTube short about it. My little god sister had her quinceañera, and then your boy had to bust down some moves in that night floor, and yeah, I got pretty fucking wasted, but had a great time. I came back about a couple days ago. Today's the 30th of September. Shout out to Towards the Pounder because today it is his birthday, so congrats. So, in summary, the recap's just been, gym, partying, drinking, and just being a little unhinged. We're not at our full potential right now because it's not Halloween yet, and that is going to be an amazing story to tell, so stay tuned. I'm pretty happy to be back, starting to get back in the rhythm of things, and I think it'd be kind of appropriate to tell a story of my tragedies of senior year, because I am about to be 2 years out of high school. Essentially 2 years ago, my football season is approaching its end, so I think it'd be kind of nice to, get kind of open up about my experiences and then what I wish I could have done better. And then hopefully you guys can take some life advice I would give y'all, like on and off the field, if you're doing any sports, and what I wish I could have done during my last year of high school. Start off, I lost my starting spot on my football team. I was the starting rover safety for the majority of the summer, and then this one guy, previous guy before me, had a lot of health problems, so he would have been the starting safety before me, but since he wasn't available, I went from a free safety to the rover safety, and I thought I was okay. I definitely could have been better. I didn't have the greatest performances during our scrimmages, but is why it was pretty easy to take my spot. The guy just came back, and during our last jamboree, I low-key kind of played the best I could, and he just played better, so they gave him the starting spot. Pretty heartbreaking considering I felt like I put all my time and effort, but looking back, could have been better for sure. I was too timid to approach my coaches enough to show me what I could have done better. The lack of film also didn't help, but at the end of the day, that's just a regret I live with, and it is what it is. So I'm losing my starting spot, but I was still playing special teams, so I was like, I gotta make the most out of it. I was the second string for essentially the whole season up until I believe 2 games I did get to start, and my very last game was my senior night. It was against a pretty shitty team, so it was a challenge. We won pretty easily. I think we won like 30 something to. Should have been 0. I think they did score. Due to like just one of our corners just having bad coverage, but something like that. I took a lot of hits to the head, and I was just going through the motions and kind of realized I didn't really have many subs to take me out. And I didn't want to be taken out because, it's my senior night. I want to make the most of it. We did have one more game that season, but that didn't really occur to me. I just wanted to play, give it my all since I am the starter, and I want to, show everyone what I could do. And yeah, once they were like calling the names and everything just kind of blanked. I don't really remember much. I can kind of jog my memory when I rewatch some videos from that night, but yeah, I did take a lot of hits to the head. A lot of what should have been penalties, what should have been flags, were not like drawn. So yeah, I just got fucking concussed. I just have fucking CTE. I will show you guys this one picture. I don't remember taking it, but yeah, I think it was me posing and then just saying like Antonio Brown head ass. Yeah, so I got a concussion. I kind of regret, looking back, I really shouldn't have said anything, but they assessed me, and yeah, I just could not bear the pain. Like, the fucking amount of ringing in my ears, the headaches, my eyes were fucking bloodshot, so took me out. Then I had to watch my team lose in our rivalry game, which was very close up until fourth quarter. You compete for a rivalry cup, similarly to like an Apple Cup, like obviously, but just in high school, and it's a very big trophy. And then my class did not see that trophy at all in high school. I think the last time we won was when I was in 8th grade, and yeah, did not see that shit at all. So wouldn't know what winning feels like, but so that was football. In summary, my regrets. Wish I played sooner for sure. Wish I wasn't so timid and had more confidence in myself. I was like the weight room warrior. I was very good in the weight room. I was pretty athletic, pretty strong for a skill player. I was stronger than most linemen, but that's just how it would be when you're in a small ass school. But all that training, I couldn't translate it to the field, and that's why I wasn't the greatest player. I was pretty terrible. Just wish I demonstrated more dedication, showed the coaches that I really wanted to improve, maybe get more access to film, because my own film was pretty limited. Didn't really get to see myself perform against other teams, not just like in practice. Practice film was, I think it's all pretty different. But yeah, I just wish I played a lot sooner. Really fell in love with the game. Actually tried something new and fell in love with it. You know, I didn't come from a sports background at all. Football was my first sport from junior year to senior year. Despite us being a horrible team, it felt like a family, especially my senior year. It really did feel like a family. And just looking back, I just wish I could have done better. But, you know. And after football, I get fucking employed. My first job, trigger warning. My schedule was essentially lift in the mornings, because that's just what I was accustomed to. My whole junior year, I was waking up at 5 in the morning for morning lifts. But instead of 5 in the morning, I was waking up at like 7, go to the gym, get a good lift in, go back home, eat something quickly, or maybe even get to school, cafeteria, breakfast if I made it on time, but usually I didn't, so I would just get something from my pantry. To school, be there by like 9:15ish. I remember having an open period, an open first period, so I didn't really have to pull up to school until a little bit later. Then school was over by like 3 p.m., sometimes a little bit sooner, because my 7th period teacher was the GOAT. Their work and get there by like 3:30 or 4. Clock in and get out around 9. Go home, just do a little bit of homework as much as I can, and fucking repeat. Go to sleep by 11, get my full 8 hours of sleep, and then get ready for the next day. Wake up at 7. Yeah, I was actually really productive throughout this period. To specify, after football, I weighed around 150 and bulked to 158, 159ish, and stayed there because I felt like I could, you know. What?
What do you want? Oh, you can eat meetups.
I don't fucking feel like going, bro. What time is it? I'm filming, so I can't look at my phone. But
7:08.
I have a game at 9.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. What time do they close?
I think 12.
Honestly, I'd be down to go after. Oh, but I don't feel like going out, bro. We just ate Wingstop not that long ago.
Fuck, I'm just hungry, dude. I don't want to eat anything here.
Don't you have anything like meal prep or some shit? Didn't you meal prep yesterday?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to eat that shit.
Oh my God. Bro, yeah, you do.
I know, bro.
Bro, just go to Einstein's. Fuck ass roommate. I kind of forgot where I left off. I don't know. I decided to stay in the maintenance, which was pretty stupid of me, because I could have made more progress just being in a surplus and, you know, progress with my lifts, but my dumbass decided to just, you know, I want to hit these fucking PRs at 159 body weight, victim weight, by the way, which, you know, I think is impressive, pound for pound wise, but, you know, I could have just made a lot more progress in it, you know, just cut down eventually and have a better looking physique than whatever the fuck I had. Straight out football, my bench was shit. squat was shit, and then deadlifting I had given it up because I had a back injury, which is a story for another time. If you want a junior year recap, let me know. That's where everything kind of happened, but whatever. Yeah, my lifts around this time were straight out of the season were 190 pound bench for like 3 reps, and then because I didn't really rep 1 rep max until a lot later, once I bulked to like 159. My squat went down from 315 to 185 for like 6 or 8 because I decided to switch to low bar, which is definitely a lot better than high bar, but I still praise whoever can move some heavy ass weight doing high bar, because that shit is hard. I can't even lie. Like the whole different fucking more quad focused, I'd say. And with low bar, you use a lot of your hips, not just your quads, but hips and glutes. So a little bit more muscle, a lot more like muscle recruitment. Around February, that's when I started like hitting my PRs. I hit a 225 on bench at 159, 325 pound squat at 159, and then I believe I deadlifted 365 a little bit later at around 162 body weight. My lifts were progressing, but just staying in maintenance was fucking stupid. Always being a surplus if you just want to make the best progress, and then eventually cut down whenever you feel satisfied. And yeah, around this time, February, I'd say like January to February, essentially second semester. First semester was whatever. That's just the end of football and me getting a fucking job, and trying to progress on my lifts, get out of that fucking poverty hole. So yeah, second semester rolls around. This is when I had my first talking stage in about a while, because I never really found someone that I could really dedicate my time to up until this point. And I went out with her. I thought it went great. We were talking for the fattest minute too, so I thought everything was great. I thought we could have made something work. And then eventually she laid out her options and picked someone else, and that shit had me pretty heartbroken because I've never really been through something like that. With my ex, we really just broke up because of distance, and haven't really seen her since. I think we were around like 15 to 16, so that's a different conversation. But I was pretty heartbroken and frustrated, and it hurt more because she hit me with a very common line, which I didn't realize how common this was, but she hit me with the I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. I think we should just stay as friends, dedicate time to myself, ready, you're too good for me, it's not you, it's me, type of shit. Then I said, like a good fucking boy, I fucking accepted it. I was pretty heartbroken because I thought I had found myself a prom date too, because prom was kind of rolling around the corner and I really wanted to lock in with someone, but unfortunately shit don't work out like that. And my takeaway from that little talking stage is, don't grow so attached to someone. Even then I should be taking my own advice, but I'll share it out and we'll ignore what's going on currently. Don't grow such an attachment to someone, even if it's only been like 2 months, 3 months, especially if it's your first. You always want to be careful, because women be evil nowadays. Same thing could be said with men, but this is high school though, so I feel like this should be a little bit different. I think a lot of people here in college are pretty fucking evil, but no, this is high school. High school should be a lot simpler, but it just ain't. Don't dedicate so much time to this one person. Always put yourself first, put yourself up here, put everyone else that's that doesn't need that importance, just put them down here, unless it's family, and your friends can also be family. But I digress, because at the end of the day, bitches ain't shit, and you should know your own worth before going into situations like that. And I unfortunately did not know my own worth. I just put myself out there, and I thought, maybe if I did, I'll just finally, be in a relationship again. And unfortunately, it's not what happened. And do I regrets? Not really. I think shit happens just because. Same thing goes with football. Like, if I wasn't the best player, that is my own fault. That's no one's fault but me. And, you just got to learn from it. Always learn from your mistakes. Stuff just isn't meant to be sometimes, and that's okay. This is when I started kind of learning about acceptance and how, things just won't go your way sometimes, and you just got to accept that that's just how life is, Lifting wise, I was finally 167, and I want to lean out a little bit for prom, so kind of stepped my bulk, just went into a little mini cut. I actually look pretty decent, but my lifts were so fucking trash, which is kind of why I call my senior year such a tragedy, because from the age of 17 to 18, my bench only went up 5 fucking pounds, and my squat only went up 10 pounds, and my deadlift exploded, but that's the only fucking exception. Like, a 5-pound difference in my bench was just fucking, that shit just had me mad. Like, I was struggling benching. Like, I don't know why, I was just struggling. I was in a fucking, at some point, I just wanted to fucking hop on gear, bro. Like, it was just so fucking discouraging. But, yeah, my PR was 230 at 167. And then my squat it stayed at 325. It didn't really go up until way later. My deadlift, I actually hit 405 at 160 during my graduation, so that was fucking awesome. I'd say senior year was pretty interesting. I know this story isn't anything too crazy, but I feel like a lot of people just look at social media and just compare themselves to people that are on steroids, people that have just been lifting a lot longer than you. And what I have to say about that is, don't compare yourself to anyone. And at the end of the day, who gives a fucking shit? Everyone progresses differently. And if you're in a tough spot, you're struggling, you're not finding motivation, you must fucking seek discipline instead, because there are going to be times where you do not feel like doing this, you don't feel like doing that. But if you have to, and you have goals that are up here, you got to do that shit regardless, for your own well-being and for your future self. Because I am fucking grateful that I took the risk of playing football, not coming from a fucking sport background, because it showed me discipline. It showed me so many fucking life lessons I continue to use today. Discipline, fucking perseverance, and resilience. It's a beautiful thing. Progression is a beautiful thing. Just enjoy the process. Don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I've had so many motherfuckers tell me you can't make videos, bro. They're fucking cringe. You've tried them before, don't do them again. Your fucking Fortnite content was shit. You were never gonna make it. You're never gonna do this and that. I don't give a fuck. I've had I'll just see if I can put some of them up, but I've had comments on my TikToks, I had comments on my Instagram, I have comments on my YouTube shorts of how I do this, how I do that, because people are just seeking inspiration, and I am fucking honored to fucking share my advice, share what's worked for me and how I can help others, because I've never had a big brother. I've never had someone I really idolized throughout high school, and I want to be that person that I never had. Yeah, if you're going through a tough time, just feel free to fucking DM me on Instagram. And if you're still here, comment cookie. I know this is a whole yap session, but there's been a lot on my chest, and I feel like with telling this little story, I feel like I could have just get it out there. And yeah, DMs are always open if you guys have any questions, or type something in the comments. My socials are in the description. And then, as you guys can tell, I'm doing a lot of pauses and stuttering a little bit, but that's because I don't really plan these out. I kind of just want to share what's on my mind. That's how I like doing things sometimes. I usually do have a script, especially when it comes to the Q&A. the like 2 Q&As that I've done, I've had a script in front of me, but I kind of just want to share this because it kind of comes from the heart, comes from my head. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoy this. I know this is a little different. I know this just might be just fucking useless yap sesh, whatever. But you know, I just want to tell a story of what I felt like was pretty stupid year. I don't think it's like the biggest tragedy. I think a lot of people have gone through worse, and I'm blessed that I haven't. But I think at the end of the day, senior year was pretty stupid. But there's a lot of ups, and if you guys want to hear about those, let me know. Something I will share is I wish I did more. I wish I put myself out there a little bit more. Talk to others, because, you know, once graduation happened, I feel like, damn, I didn't really talk to this person. I didn't really get to know this other person. You know, even though people say, like, who gives a fuck, you're never going to see them again. You know, you never know what type of friendships and connections you can make. And I just wish I talked to more of my teachers and, you know, thank the people around me for inspiring me, and, you know, all through high school, and, you know, just tell me to keep going, even though there were days where I just said, you know, fuck this shit, I don't want to do it. But they just keep pushing me to be the best version of myself, and I just wish I did more. I honestly wish I did fucking wrestling in the winter. I wish I did track in the spring, but I fucking didn't. Even though I may have had my reasons, you know, but that's just kind of a regret I do live with. I wish I did more. You know, it's never too late to make a change in your life. And even though it may feel like the end's approaching, you know, for me, the end was graduation. There's always time to make a transformation. I find it amazing when I see people like going into the gym. Even here in college, you know, everyone here is like 18 plus, 19, and I see a guy fucking benching fucking 65 pounds, but fuck it, he's in here putting in the work, and you guys should too. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully, should be able to make more content soon, but yeah, thank you for tuning in.